internet amazing
You're one of my
goddesses.
favorites.
You're one of my favorites.
I literally tell people when they ask like, who's your favorite people on Instagram,
Really?
I'm like, have you seen Brittany Ferlin?
Oh my god.
Because I love you.
Dude, I have to eat.
I'm not loving this puffy hair.
No, I love it. You look gorgeous always. Guys, Candy is like one of the
gorgeous.
most beautiful people, inside and outside, that you'll ever meet in the whole
You
world.
are my girl soulmate.
We're just gonna have sex. We're just keep complimenting each other and then we just start having sex.
Your wing liner
You're
is
so pretty. Come here. Okay, all right. Sorry, we'll turn this off. Guys, I'm so excited to have her here today. She's gonna tell us her first worst dating story.
I've never told this story on the internet.
Really?
No.
Oh gosh, this is great. This is
like
an
special.
exclusive.
I know, an exclusive.
Oh,
Brittany
exclusive.
Ferlin exclusive.
I just do news from like 1992. You're like, that? They don't use that song anymore.
I like those like horns.
I love
You
it.
did a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
job.
horns. I'm great at horns. Anybody needs me to do some horns, let me know. Okay, now I'm gonna let you drive. I'm gonna let you tell the story.
Okay. So you said it had to be the very first.
The
very
well,
first worst date that you
the
had.
first worst date that you've gone on.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
This is going to be even before I had my first high school boyfriend. This is how first this is.
It's when she was 7. I'm like, this doesn't
I
count.
was in kindergarten.
One time, Bobby McPhee
like-
shoved a crown up my ass. And I'm like, okay, that's not really
He
a
stole all
first.
my graham crackers in first grade. It was
And
terrible.
he drank all my apple juice. And that was my first worst dating story. No, okay, we can't do that. Let's just get like maybe one from like our age, like, you know, we're a little older.
I mean, I was still oldish.
Okay, so what's the age?
I don't know. I want to say I was like 14.
She says oldish. All the 14-year-olds are like, I'm old. What the fuck?
You're still
She's
baby
like,
and have
I
a
was
lot of life to live.
Seriously, 14 years old.
But I
Yeah.
got asked. He asked me to go to like the winter formal dance, which was like fine. It was like a family friend, so I was like, of course I'll say yes because my
Yeah.
family knows his family. And then there's these pictures where like I was very like covered up. Like I wouldn't even wear like V-neck t-shirts. I thought that was like, whoa.
Are you Mormon?
No.
She's like, hell no. She has pink hair and like fucking electric lipstick on. I'm like, so are you
didn't know.
a Mormon or? You just have a crucifix
I-
tattooed above your vagina. I'm like, so you're a Mormon, right? Or, okay, sorry. So, it's like an upside down cross right above your crotch. I'm like, you're a Mormon, huh? So that's cool. Tell us more about that.
It was just the V-neck shirts.
Okay.
Were like taboo.
Why was it? Because you just didn't want to show your boobs?
I don't know. Like I dressed like a tomboy, and that felt like
That's cool though.
whoa.
That's cool.
Like I wore like really baggy pants.
You just
and
wore
I was
turtlenecks
just-
in wintertime. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with that chick?
They're
Jesus
like, oh, what
Christ.
is she covering up? I'm like, no one look at my neck. Are you looking at my jawline? This is too far. You're getting fresh.
You wore like a bag over your head. I was very modest, you know?
What is that website that girl that's like something about being unattractive? Like I was long before that. Like whatever.
There's a
The man
website for-
repeller. Man repeller.
Oh, man
My
repeller.
clothes
Yeah,
were
yeah,
like
yeah.
man repeller
Yeah.
clothes.
That
They
chick's
were
crazy.
I was very repelling all the men.
Oh my God.
But somehow this boy was gonna ask me to this
He
dance.
liked you.
I think so.
Was he cute?
I mean, he was cute, but I was like, oh, you're not gonna dance with me with your hand on my body. So we go to this dance, and I proceed to hide in the bathroom the whole entire time. Like
Why
the
did
whole,
you even agree to go then?
I don't know. I
You just went into the bathroom, put 4 turtlenecks
was-
on, and just sat in the stall, just like
I'm
I
like,
fucking-
my shoulders
nobody will
are
touch me.
being bared.
Oh
This
my
is like this
God.
dress. Yeah, and like even in the pictures, like he's at my house, and I'm like scrunched up away from him, like, oh my gosh, you're touching me too much,
Stop.
you boy. Yeah.
Candy!
And
Wait,
yes.
so wait, did you not make out with boys and stuff when you were younger? I'm not letting boys touch my vagina at like 5.
No,
What?
no boy had come close to kissing my face at 14. Yeah.
What about hugs?
I don't even think they were trying to hug me.
I mean, I'm sure they were trying to hug you. You were just like, no, don't
Maybe.
touch the turtleneck. It's very precise. Don't touch the fucking turtleneck. That's crazy, dude.
And don't touch my baggy pants.
Damn.
Don't look at what.
Don't
leg
touch
you
my
have.
Janko jeans, guys. Do you guys know what Janko jeans are? Those were the shit.
I had some cross colors. I had some cross colors red jeans.
Did?
Yep.
Do you remember UFOs? Do you ever wear those? The
Oh,
fucking
no.
baggy UFO pants?
I wasn't that cool.
I'm showing my age, guys.
They
I'm showing
were
my age.
really cool.
Yeah, the UFOs were
You were
crazy.
cool.
All the rave kids wore them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't have them. My mom only
We
got
just
me
had
the crazy
400
red jeans.
turtlenecks, every color. This bitch had it. She was American Apparel before American Apparel existed. Just
I was trying to make it chic.
I
No one
love
was like
it.
jumping on the train.
wait.
with
So
me.
when did you get like? I don't want to interrupt your story. So you went into the bathroom.
Yeah, and I was in there so long. Like he would come in and he'd be like,
He's like, you
"Are
have diarrhea?"
you better come out, or I'm gonna come in there and get you."
Oh God, he was
and,
threatening
Yeah.
you. Oh God. I'm all like, instead of...
And there was other girls in the bathroom like, do you need help? Are you okay?
Like,
and I'm like, no.
Like, do we need to call a hotline? Like, your stalkers outside the bathroom.
I don't even think we did one slow dance. The
Stop.
whole, no.
He said, I'm gonna come in and get you?
Yeah, he's like, do I need to come in there and get you?
I'd be like, I'm pretty sure there's laws against
And
that,
I was
buddy.
like, I'm not gonna make a sound. Maybe he'll think I disappeared.
Oh my God. Wow.
And he couldn't drive either. So like at the end, everybody was like going out to eat afterwards. He's like, do you want to go out to eat afterwards or whatever?
Oh, he
and I was
really
like,
liked you.
I was like, oh, actually, I'm really tired. I think I should just go home.
You're such a square.
I feel so bad
That's
saying,
cool, though.
you say, yeah, I was a total nerd.
But why was it the worst? Because you didn't like him at all? He was unattractive?
Well, I felt really bad. Like I felt bad. I don't know.
You
I
just
don't know.
weren't into him.
Yeah, I wasn't into any guys at that time.
At any guys? You never crushed on anybody?
No, not at that time. No.
Not even before 14? You never liked it and had a crush on a boy when you were a little younger?
Yeah, I
You
did a few
okay,
times.
a
Yeah.
couple times. But,
Yeah.
but at that age, you were like,
Yeah, kindergarten, there
only
was
thing
like
you-
a boy I thought was really,
Oh, okay, that's another
yeah.
story.
Yeah, that's another story.
But
His mom drove a yellow Porsche, and I thought that was like the coolest thing.
you wanted to fuck him for his mom. You're like, his mom's Porsche's sick.
Well, I didn't know what you did. I was like, I don't know why I like this little boy. I don't know why I think he's specialer than all the other boys.
Because his mom had a yellow Porsche, that's why. Yeah, fuck it. That's cool. I mean, that's enough, I think. Wait, so you're 14 years old. You went on you went to the date with this guy. You were wearing a dress you felt uncomfortable in.
Yeah, it was a Jessica McClintock off the shoulder. I was showing a lot.
She's still making dresses. Jessica McClintock.
What?
She is. Yeah.
I hope they don't look the same.
They probably-
It was a lot of lace.
They probably
Lots
do. Yeah,
of lace
I
and
think
velvet.
I think they do look the same. How long into the dance did you run to the bathroom? Like how long was you?
Oh, quick! It was real fast. Like as soon as we got there, I was like, I'm gonna
You
go
like
to the bathroom.
you like hit the dance floor and took a sharp left, and you're like,
I'm
see
like,
ya.
what is that music I hear? I've got to go to the bathroom.
Instinct really makes me have to pee. I'll be back.
You stay here for like an hour and a half.
Did you really?
I don't know why I didn't think like maybe he thinks I've got diarrhea.
Yeah, that's
or was
what I
wondering like.
But then that's good because you didn't want him to like you anyway. I would have been like, I'm shitting myself. Then he
Yeah, I'm
would've
like, there's poop all over my legs. I'm so
been-
gross.
Yeah, then he would have left you alone, I think.
I don't know.
And then
He's
knowing
like,
that-
I'm gonna come in there.
Yeah, the guy that says he's gonna come in there might be into that sort of thing. He's like, oh, you shit yourself? Let me come in.
And then I was like, I'm gonna move farther away from the door.
oh my
and you're gonna come-
gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, when he said I'm gonna come in there, what did you say?
That's when I did the silent act. I'm like, I'm gonna act like I'm not here.
Oh my
And he'll think I
God.
left somewhere in a hole.
So you were trapped in the bathroom.
Yeah, and then like there were a couple other girls in there, and they're like, "Is he talking to you?" I was like,
Oh my God. They're like, shut up, there's no one here.
I know, I'm gonna feel really bad like if he sees this video.
We want him to
you
see
were
it.
a really great guy.
What's his name? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, you almost made me say it, Brittany. I was almost like,
We don't do names. We don't do names. We
Yeah,
don't do names.
okay,
Although a
perfect.
few people have tried to, and I'm like, no, don't do
What?
it.
They could say a generic one. Like, there's a million Ryans.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
Jasons.
Jasons.
His name's Ryan. I'm like,
It's-
it's not you though. It's not
It's
you.
not that- it's not Ryan
you.
Ryanson.
Even though
No.
you were as Ryan Ryanson. Jesus Christ. No wonder you didn't want to go out with him. What the fuck? His parents just could. They're the least
They're
creative
like,
people.
oh,
His parents are the
you know,
least
Ryan.
creative people on the planet. Well, our last name's Ryanson, so I guess we should name him Ryan. Ryan Ryanson. Yeah, fuck that kid. I mean, I wouldn't go out with that kid either. I don't even care. Wait, I want to hear. I'm so curious how you became this after the turtlenecks. You know, I'm just.
Well, I always dressed weirdly, and then
Okay.
it just kept getting more like,
Weirder.
yeah. And then after a while, I was like, I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 years of high school, and I was like, I'm done with this. I hate this place. So I graduated early, and then when I went back to being home, I'm gonna dress however weird I want, which is more manly stuff. It was a lot of things from the thrift store,
Really?
like a lot of like grandpa sweaters from the 60s.
Those are cool now,
And
though.
polyester grandpa pants. Yeah, I love those. And some skate shoes. That was like my jam.
Dude, you were
Very
like.
covered up. They were turtleneck sweaters.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, look at her now. She's so hot. Jesus Christ. I'm sure you have more worse firsts, but.
Oh yeah, I mean you said the first, so that's what I was thinking about.
Oh, what's
there
it
was
the-
like,
Can I get the most terrible one?
uh,
Do you have
I
like
can't
one that you're just like,
remember.
this one's terrible?
there was a guy that, I can't remember what his license plate was supposed to spell out, but I remember it was something so stupid. And I remember just walking to
It was
his-
just queefs.
You're like, it could have been. I'm like,
Does your license plate
what?
say queefs?
And I remember I asked him, I was like, I can't remember what it said, and I was like, what does your license plate say? And then he told me, and I was like, are you joking me right now? You're joking me right now. I
was
am not
embarrassing?
riding in your car. It was so bad I didn't want to ride in the car. I remember that.
Do you want to hear something really crazy?
Yes, of course.
So my first gynecologist was I went like when I was like 13 and like.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's young, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's terrifying.
because I just felt like
hate going there.
my parents were divorced and my dad took me.
Oh
to
my
the
gosh,
gynecologist
this is so
'cause
terrible.
He didn't know what age you're supposed to go, and like the gynecologist
sounds
was like,
the worst.
it's really uncomfortable. And like my dad,
Your
first of all,
dad?
being 13, going to a gynecologist. Number two, your dad taking you. Like my dad was so like just trying to do this whole thing right. He was like, I don't fucking know when you got to go get that thing checked out. Like,
Let's go.
I'm just gonna fucking
I'm really
take her,
good dad,
I'm gonna go
proactive.
drop her off and let her fucking handle her shit. Anyway, the fucking guy, the gynecologist, is this like Guido Italian guy. And I can say that because I'm Italian and my family's like Guidos. And this guy literally comes out. He has a gold chain. His shirt's like unbuttoned.
Where was
He has
this?
tons of chest hair. Philadelphia, of course.
Oh my
of course.
gosh.
So my dad has to take me to like the mafia gynecologist. I'm like, why are you taking me to the mafia?
Did you go in like a
gynecologist?
back alley or
Oh,
something?
so I mean, it was a nice gynecologist, but this is where it gets creepy. So the gynecologist is like, okay, all right, let's check this out. He talks like this.
No!
I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's like Tony Soprano's gonna be all up in my 13-year-old vagina. This is crazy.
Forget about it.
I'm only telling the story.
Is your dad in this room with this?
No,
voice?
God,
good.
no,
Okay.
no. My dad's not in the room with me with my vagina out. That would be crazy. But like,
I mean, this story is
I'm like,
weird.
This turns into like why I am the way I am. This is the why I am the way I am story. No, but your license plate story reminded me of this because this is what happens. So then the guy's like, all right, let's check this thing out. He's putting the gloves on. The nurse is in there. She's like, you need anything else, doctor? She's like a prostitute. I'm like, oh my God. The nurse is wearing latex. What's going on? Like, she's like, you need anything else, doctor? She's like chewing gum. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck gynecologist did you take me to? Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm texting him. Actually, I wasn't because we didn't have cell phones. I'm just like,
In your
yelling.
mind, you would have.
In my mind, I'm
You'd
texting him,
text him,
but
like,
I
"Get me out of here,
but
Dad."
later I yelled at him because it was really uncomfortable. Anyway, so fucking checks my shit out. Apparently, I'm fine. Obviously, 'cause I'm
Of course, 'cause you're 13.
I'm 13. I think my dad just was like, "Is she pregnant?" Like always, like just always wants to see if I'm pregnant. I'm like, Dad, I didn't even have sex with anybody. He's like, you could be pregnant. Who
You
knows?
looked at a boy, right?
Yeah. He's like, I saw a boy breathe near you, and you never fucking know. So literally leaving the guy after Tony Soprano inspects my fucking vagina, and I feel like it was so weird because I felt like he was like,
Yeah.
it was like weird.
That's
Anyway,
violating.
and the nurse is like, she's like blowing bubbles and shit with her gum. I'm like, are you a nurse for sure? Like, are you actually a nurse? Like, did you go to
She's
nursing
like,
school?
no, not at all.
She's like, yeah, my name's Nancy, and I wanted to be an actress, but it didn't work out.
I played a nurse once.
Doctor, do you want the speculum? She doesn't even say it right. I'm like, that's weird. Okay, anyway. I can see Nancy's pussy, too. Are we checking out her, too? I don't know what's going on. Is this a 2-for-1? What's going on, doctor? Anyway, he's got like one hand at me, one hand at Nancy. I'm like, what the fuck, doctor? This is weird. Anyway, so we're all done. This is where it gets weird. We're all done. I go out, I'm traumatized. I'm like, oh my God,
No,
some fucking
his
hairy
license plate.
Italian Guido just stuck his fucking fist up my fucking pussy. I'm like, I'm gonna have to fuck wrestlers for the rest of my life. So I'm 13. I go into the waiting room and fucking just traumatized. My dad's like, how'd it go? And I'm like, I'm fucking hate you. Like I couldn't even look him in the eye. I was like,
You're just crying.
I'm just crying. And then we walk out into the fucking parking lot, and I was the last patient of the day, and the doctor's walking out too.
No.
And we're out in the parking lot, and I see the doctor getting into his Porsche.
Of course.
And he's
got
like,
a Porsche.
hey, good to see you, Ron. See you
No.
later. And I'm like, I look over and I look at his license plate and it says player.
No.
The gynecologist fucking license plate says player.
I bet he'd be places and he'd like use that. He's like, you know what I do for a living?
I touch fucking pussy all day. So of course my goddamn license plate's gonna say player.
You want to ride in my car?
He was wearing like 14 Italian horn necklaces. Like I literally was counting them. As he was inside my vagina, I was like, let me distract myself. Okay, 1, 2, 7, 12. Fuck, that's a lot of gold necklaces. Like it was just too many.
You're just counting by 10.
Dude, it was crazy. And then he had so much chest hair. It was just gross. Anyway.
Did you ever have to go back there again?
No, I told my dad, I was like, why couldn't you get a woman? He's like, Nancy was in the room. I'm like, fucking Nancy's a porn star. Nancy's not even a real fucking nurse.
He's like, me and the player go way back.
Hey, I don't know. I think it was like my mom's gynecologist. At one point, it was just like a who's who of fucking Italians. I don't know what the fuck it was. Some kind of weird Italian fucking shit. He shoved garlic bread up my ass. I'm
That
like,
is
this
the worst gynecologist
So that's
story
my
I've
worst,
ever heard.
Yeah, so that's my
Ever.
worst gynecologist story.
That totally
It's
beats
just
out the dating
No,
one.
does it? Should I just
Yeah.
tell gynecologist stories on here?
I feel like nobody's gonna have one that's that cool.
I just tell all gynecologist stories always.
Yeah.
Hey
You should
guys,
bring
welcome
guys
to
on there.
Worst Gynecologist Stories with Brittany Furline.
We'll just
Okay,
order wigs.
well stay tuned, you guys. Make sure to subscribe to Kandee's channel. I'm putting all the links in the bio.
Thanks,
and
Brittany.
yeah, and make sure to stay tuned for more worst. Why am I trying to fight my audience? I'm
I
like,
love hearing first date stories.
guys, stay tuned for more
More first
worst dating stories. I love you. Bye.